Welcome to New Earth Lifestyles, our first live show. Thank you for joining us.
I need shakers. Woo! Do it.
I'm here with my good friend Dawn Drew. I can
Yes.
pick on her because she's right beside me. Thank you for joining us today. This is a program about bringing new consciousness to you, to give you new opportunity to see life from a different perspective. So welcome to the show. This is our first live edition, being 1 hour. We hope you can call in. The call-in number is 413-0223. 223.
And please call in if you want to ask a question or just call in because you have something to say. Please do.
Please do. We'd like to know who's out there and that you're, however you are.
That you're
today.
interested.
You're interested, right?
Yes,
exactly.
in the show.
Great. So coming up on the show today, we're going to talk about the power of gratitude. But before we get into that, I just found out that an old folk singer died Monday, Pete Seeger. And
Pete Seeger.
He was an icon in the folk scene and in a lot of the songs that I learned to play guitar to. Not that I don't play guitar anymore, but I'm going to give a little gong to Pete Seeger. And may he rest in peace. One of the songs that he did often was called "If I Had a Hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening, all over this land."
Oh, I thought it was world.
World, whatever.
Okay.
I'd hammer out justice. Anyway,
Yes. Well,
in
you
honor
play the
of Pete
guitar, I
Seeger,
didn't, so
I have a
don't
little
remember
trivia
stuff.
question for those watching.
Trivia question. We're going to be tested.
Only those watching.
Okay.
You're safe.
All right.
And the question is, in that song, "If I Had a Hammer," there is a, what is the hammer? What is the symbol? The hammer is a symbol of something. It's a real hammer. If you go through the lyrics, what hammer is that? That's the first question. The second question is, there's a bell, the bell of freedom that he talks about. If I had a hammer, if I had a bell, if I had a song to sing, those are some of the lyrics. So the question for you out there, if you have the answer, is what is the hammer and what is the bell? And so, if you want to call in with that answer, we'll take a little group of answers and you'll win.
413-0223. And someone is messaging you? That's not the phone.
Oh, okay. That was a message, sorry. Well, thank you, Lucia. She's trying to get in on the TV, but she has to download an app, and I don't know if she can download that. But thanks for. Hopefully, you'll figure out how to do that. And anyone else, if you're watching online, there is an app, a free app that you can download called Microsoft Silverlight, and you just have to download it in a minute, and then you can watch.
Oh, so they can watch if they're not in Manchester or the surrounding area. They can still watch live by going
ManchesterTV.org.
Yeah. Okay,
And if you do that right now, you watch the show right now online.
nice,
As long as you download that free app, Microsoft Silverlight.
nice.
Microsoft Silverlight. So that's why I caught some of your show yesterday at the
You
tail
did?
end. Yeah,
You
I just
did?
thought I'd go on and because you said you were going to be on, and the last 10 minutes.
Oh, for the show
Norm's
yesterday?
show, yeah.
Norm's show, Norman
Yeah, Dawn
Friends.
was
Yes,
on-
I was on Norman Friends' psychic show yesterday. Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. I also do the Concord show. I have a TV show in Concord.
You do. Would you like to
Call Believe
tell,
It.
Call what?
Believe It.
Call Believe It.
Believe it. Believe it. What are your beliefs, and what is it that creates beliefs, and how would you like to change your beliefs, and can you change your beliefs, and what do you do about all of these beliefs that you think you need to carry around? So come join us on YourConcordTV.org, and type in Believe It, and you can watch the segments of Believe It.
Excellent.
Yeah. And you're going to be coming on my show.
I am.
Yes.
I've been waiting.
You are.
Now, when this is buzzes, does that mean there's a call coming
I don't know.
through?
Should I answer? Hello.
I guess
Nope.
not.
Okay.
I guess. Well,
We're
we
new
just
to
learned.
this, so
Newbies.
this is fun. We'll just keep pushing buttons and
I'll answer the call.
Oh, okay, great. Thank
All
you.
right, that'll make
Thank
life
you, God.
easier.
We have God behind us in a speaker.
So
Yeah,
another thing that Pete
updates
Seeger
us.
was very famous for was was "We Shall Overcome." That was one of his theme songs of Spring, because he was a activist during the 50s and 60s. In fact, there's another little trivial question I wanted to ask about Pete Seeger, or an era, and that is, in my day, I am a baby boomer. You're a baby boomer too, I think.
I am a baby boomer.
We're baby
yes,
boomers,
Yeah.
but and so in our era, hippies were baby boomers.
Yeah,
But-
I am a hippie. I had somebody in the store said, look at me, and she just said, "Oh my God, I used to love hippies." Okay,
She knew you were a
I'm
hippie?
still here. That's funny. Anyway, I was grateful for her for recognizing me.
That you're a hippie.
Yes,
Well, what were hippies before they were hippies? Back in the 40s.
there were 40 people that
No, there's
had
there's another word for them.
avenue to vent their.
That's what Pete Seeger was. He was not a hippie.
He was a,
begins with B.
A bee. He was a
Well, if you have the answer, give us a call.
Okay. Oh, incoming call. Should I answer it, God?
Yeah, you can go ahead. It's Flo.
Oh, Flo. Hi, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello? Hello, Flo?
Hi, is that you, Don?
Yes.
What the heck is this host, Janie King?
Oh, this is me. Glad you're on. You're glad you're watching, Flo. This is brand new, so you're in our first show live. So I'm glad you're calling in.
I didn't want to get confused here because, you know, how I am with names.
Yeah, no, this is Janie's New Earth Lifestyle show.
Huh?
Yeah, so tune in and keep watching and call in with some questions.
Well, I wanted to ask Don, we didn't get to converse yesterday, right, Don?
Right,
About my friend.
right.
And I believe he's coming home.
Okay? And again, I will tell you, Flo, to spend as much time with him as you can.
Huh? Yeah, if he does, okay? I'm just saying for my telekinetic
Yeah.
things that I believe he's coming home.
And I would absolutely, totally support you and ask you to believe that is, in fact, what will happen. I
Well,
will.
we were very close.
Yeah.
And he'd be at my home a lot of times,
Uh-huh.
and we converse a lot.
And what are you grateful?
Healer.
What? Let me ask you, Flo. What are you grateful for knowing this person?
What am I grateful for?
Yes.
Just knowing him, helping me out with many things that I had questions about, my healing, you know, the way I feel. I've known him for many, many years, and he's
Well-
helped me along, and I've helped him.
Well, that's
Well, last time he was in, like I had mentioned about his tumor on the brain,
yes.
I went to the hospital, and I did a little bit of healing myself. I put my hand on his head, and I held his wife's hand at the same time.
Yeah.
And there was much motion in the brain.
Yes. Flo.
Lots of
Flo,
activity.
this is a journey that is not for you to fight. Okay, and I encourage you in the element of the theme of this show to be absolutely completely grateful in all of the elements that you know this person.
Yes, I am anyway, but all I know is I cannot reach him only through the mind.
Yeah. That's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's all part of communication.
A lot of people call it crazy.
Flo, I'm going to have you. There's a phone number for Janie on the screen. You should see that on your screen. Give her a call, and she can reach me if you want to talk about this in depth.
Yeah. hold
Okay.
on. Okay.
All right.
What?
Yeah. You can see it on your screen, so just write it down and give Janie a call. You can talk to Janie, or you can ask her how to get a hold of me, and she will give you my number, and you can reach me, and we can talk about this in depth. All right?
Okay. And could
Okay.
I ask you a question? What was that all about yesterday? I didn't get half of it.
Well, we'll talk about this when you call me, Flo. This is a show of New Earth Lifestyles, and we're going to get on to the theme of this show, which is gratitude. And I really am so grateful that you took the time to call in and connect with us, and I really am looking forward to hearing from you when you get a hold of me.
Yeah, I know both of you girls have insight.
Yes?
Yeah, so give me a call, Flo.
You know what I'm talking about. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, so give me a call. My number's on your. Are you watching TV right now?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my number's on the screen, and give me a call, and I will connect you with Dawn, and she can further this conversation.
Give
with
me
you.
a call later, okay, Flo?
Oh, why, are you busy?
Yes, we are. But it's okay. You're all.
Here I go again.
It's all right, dear. You're all part of the wonderful busyness, and we are very grateful to have you be our very first caller.
Yes, I'm very grateful that you called, Flo, because
that's
you're number
great.
one.
So you two going to be together all the time, or what?
Well, not all the time. Not all the time. This is Janie's show, but I come on enough to bug her.
Yeah, Dawn comes on to bug me and to keep me straight.
But I.
Okay, girls. I'm so sorry.
All right, Flo.
No,
that's all
that's all
right.
right.
Don't be sorry. We'll talk to you very soon. All right.
Okay, bye, girls.
Bye.
Have a beautiful day.
You
Flo.
too.
Thanks for calling.
Be grateful.
Both of you.
So that brings us to the gratitude. Thank you
Yes.
for that call, Flo. Thank you very much. And Dawn will be available for you later on to help out with whatever was going on yesterday at your show. And but today we are
Yeah, that was
talking
Norm's show. Yeah, I was on
Norm's
Norm's
show.
Psychic World.
Norm Psychic World, Norm and Friends yesterday between 4 and 6. If you want to tune on to that show on Wednesdays, that's also a live program, a psychic program. So, and you were on there yesterday.
Yes.
And Flo was called.
Flo had called in, yes,
didn't,
before.
and didn't get the answers she thought she was.
Well, it was, you know how what happens. It gets chaotic and things happen, and it's hard to carry on a conversation on the phone. You can have a little insight. You can certainly call in, make a comment, ask a question, but it's hard to carry on an in-depth conversation on the air. So it's always encouraged to make contact, but then, you know, take the contact information and have the in-depth stuff later. So that you can really concentrate on the conversation and not the show.
Right. Because people are looking for deeper answers to questions than you can probably do in that small segment of time.
Yeah.
And it's hard the delay that happens on the telephone. It's this,
And we have a lot of things to be grateful for.
and we do.
Yes.
And we do. And my first caller, thank you, Flo, for being the first caller in our show today, the first live show.
Yay.
And so, Flo, you're number one with us.
Woohoo! Call in every week, Flo.
Call in every week. That's great.
2 to 3.
I'm going to give you a gong.
2 to 3. 413-0223. 2 to 3. 413-0223.
2 to 3.
Whoa, those are
2 to
good
3.
numbers.
Good numbers.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Very good numbers.
Okay.
Gratitude. So, what is the power of gratitude? Why is gratitude such a powerful concept and thing to do?
Are you asking me?
Yes. Can you answer that? Or
I can.
How is that
Yes, I
in
can.
your
And
life,
my
Dawn?
bag of things I brought.
Oh, you brought a bag of tricks.
I did. I brought my stuff. These are wonderful.
Oh,
Aren't
that's
they
something to be
great?
grateful for.
I know it is. Not only are they gloves,
they're
they're
gloves?
leopard gloves. Look, my daughter bought them for me for my birthday.
Now, that's something to be grateful for.
And
Daughters
on top of
and
everything,
gloves.
on top of everything else, when you put them on, they have little thingies on the fingers so that you can still use your cell phone
Woohoo.
while you're driving. But no,
No, you don't wanna
Just
do
kidding.
that.
No, you don't want to do that because you know how many accidents it causes. Trust me, it's a big
Yeah,
problem.
it's not a good
But
thing.
what I wanted to
knows-
show you was this in the attitude of gratitude and what happens, what transforms. This is a gift. I know.
from
A worm.
a worm. I'm so grateful for worms.
I know, aren't we?
Because
certain
without worms,
worms
we wouldn't
can-
have butterflies.
I know.
Or the caterpillars, or
Yes.
whatever they are,
Well,
the crawly things.
But look at this beautiful. My sister gave me this as a gift one year.
May I hold it up?
Yes, you may. And it's gorgeous, and I leave it on my wall so I can see it all the time, and it's
I
just.
love the colors.
But think about the gratitude, the amazing transformation from thinking about something icky crawling on the ground and doing
Yeah,
stuff everywhere.
Millipedes or 1,000 legs on
I
them,
know,
something.
and the fertilizer that they leave is ridiculous. But it's not ridiculous. It's all part of the whole process. But look what happens.
It turns into a beautiful
They eat all of
butterfly.
the leaves on the plant, and you're like, oh, my plant, and it's dying. No, but look what it did.
It transformed itself. So
It's beautiful.
this gratitude piece
Gratitude transforms.
transforms into beauty,
into
or whatever.
many things.
many things. And that's true.
But it always brings you up.
That would be a lovely story.
It is.
You going to write that one?
Yes. Gratitude. And
Gratitude.
the story of the worm.
And the story of the worm.
The transformation of the
caterpillar
worm.
To the worm. The
So that's
caterpillar
my
to the
butterfly.
worm.
And I have one more thing.
What else did you bring?
I did. One more thing. Oh, actually two. Oh, sorry, I lied. I brought my little pouch because in the element of gratitude, what's in here is one of my favorite things in the whole world. And that is a little stone from my granddaughter.
Ooh.
I love it.
She's grateful for her granddaughter.
I am.
Grateful
And the stone
for your
that she
medicine
gave me.
pouch.
Yep.
And the stone.
And I brought my angel cards.
Angel cards.
So when you really would like to think that there's other things that can support you, among many, many, many elements, we always have our angels. I know you're aware of this.
Yes.
And you have many angels
I'm very
as well.
grateful for my angels.
So,
I give thanks to my angels and my
Yes.
guides and
So
my
I brought my
ancestors.
angel cards.
Deceived loved ones.
Yes.
Angel
And you can pick one if you want.
Can I?
Yes.
I'm so grateful that you brought your angel cards.
I thought you would be.
So, gratitude. All right.
So gratitude, and the element of gratitude and the element of the thought that's, I don't know what,
of a thought.
a wonderful gratitude that comes to mind. Pick a card, any card.
Pick a card, any card. Now that comes
take
from
them
where?
out.
Can I take them out of the box?
You may
They
do
come with a
whatever
little- they
trips
come
your
with a little
trigger.
book.
They do.
Angel cards. I am so grateful for all of my angels and all of my guides and all of my spiritual helpers.
Yes, you have a lot of animal guides too. I know that.
I do. I'm an animal lover, and horses and bear and dog and, well, just about everything.
Deer and
every
moose.
four-legged you
Yeah,
can think of.
yeah.
So what will this do? This will help me be grateful for something new. If I pull a
Well,
card,
it's up to you. What is it you would like to either expand a gratefulness for, or answer a grateful question for? Or it's up to you. It's your energy. So, what is your
have to breathe into that.
statement or question? What is your statement or question? What trips your trigger right now? It's fun, isn't
That's
it?
her favorite word,
I
favorite
know.
phrase. What
It
trips
is.
your trigger? You got a lot of favorite phrases.
I do.
I'm grateful for those. Make me laugh. Be grateful for good friends that make you laugh. Right? So whatever.
Yeah,
what are you being
I
grateful
know.
for
Laughter
today?
is a wonderful,
so
wonderful
I'm just going to
experience.
pull a card for what reason?
I don't know.
Just because I want to.
Okay.
I don't know if I have to have
What
a
card?
reason.
What of a reason card? There you go. What did you pick?
Francesca.
Francesca. Francesca's.
Francesca.
Francesca.
Do you know
Oh.
her?
I do.
And what does she have to say? What do you desire right now? I don't think I want to say that in the air right now.
I know what it was because.
Visualize it and it will come about. Yes, visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Yes, I believe that whole thing. I believe that,
Absolutely.
Francesca. Thank you. Because
Gratitude.
gratitude brings positivity and
Oh, incoming call.
allows
We have a
you
call.
to.
Hi, you're on the air. This is Dawn with Janie. Whoop.
Yes, hi, how are you?
I'm
My
fine.
name is Elizabeth Barrett.
Elizabeth Barrett. Well,
Elizabeth
welcome to the
Barrett!
show, Elizabeth.
I know you.
I'm a friend of Janie,
You
and
are.
I'm watching you right now.
Yay!
Thanks for calling, Elizabeth. It's been so long since we've spoken.
How are you, Janie?
I'm doing great. And how are you?
Fine. And I'm so glad you mentioned Pete Seeger because I live in the town where Pete Seeger lived.
I was going to say
And,
that. Thank you.
There's such an outpouring of love for him and gratitude because he did so much for the Hudson River, which we all love.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. He was very instrumental, as I learned from you, that he's instrumental in cleaning up the Hudson River, correct?
That's right, exactly.
That's a lot to be
And-
grateful for.
It's amazing how much we've seen in our community an outpouring because he was a true believer in the power of each individual to make a difference. And
Yes, he was.
so,
And I was
I'm
very grateful that
I'm
you
grateful
called.
I'm grateful to have known him because he was very accessible, and we always saw him around town. He would sing at the
Wow.
Strawberry Festival and the Pumpkin Festival and the Corn Festival and the Revival Festival, and my children got to know him. He was very
Wow.
active with the schools, and you would just see him around town.
How lovely is that you got to know him as a friend and as a neighbor practically. That's great,
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Yes. And I wanted to just call in because I got your email that you were exploring the theme of gratitude.
Mm.
And I just wanted to say, Janie, that I am so grateful for your friendship
Oh.
and for all your support.
Hmm.
And
Nice. Would you like Jane to pick a card for you?
I would love that. And I also just wanted to say to both of you, Dawn and Janie, that I'm grateful to you for putting this healing energy out on the airwaves.
Yeah, you're an inspiration for that, Elizabeth, because I know Elizabeth started, after 9/11, it started a free healing clinic in New York City that I attended for 5 years in a row. And so you kind of modeled that for me of getting the healing out there, not necessarily on the airwaves, but in that capacity in New York City. So thanks for calling and connecting. And I had a feeling I'd hear from you today. And when I was connecting with Pete Seeger this morning and finding out about him passing away, I really connected right with you, Elizabeth, and was everything you just said I was thinking of this morning. So that's so great. That's
How cool
so
is
great
that?
to hear from you.
How much gratitude just went out because of that wonderful, wonderful connection that you guys had.
Right.
Really. It's like a ripple. Somebody threw a boulder in the water and it just went. Pete is feeling it. Okay, so.
Well, I love the Hudson River. I feel so physically connected to it, and I'm looking at it right now out my window, and I just love the landscape and the earth in my area, and I think that Pete was an amazing inspiration for healing the environment.
He was, and I connected in this morning with his connection with the consort. Who is the guy that does the clarinet? He does the winter solstice in New York City every year, but he.
Oh right, Paul Winter.
Paul Winter, yes. Well,
Williams,
yeah,
like
that's
that.
how I found out about Pete Seeger, because I'm on his email list, and he's the one that said. He's the one that connected me with this whole thing. And when Pete, they were both in the Newport Jazz Festival way back in the 50s or the 60s, and it was Pete Seeger who supported Paul Winter to start his consort. So that was an amazing. He just rippled out everywhere in the world. His generosity and his heart and all of his gratitude. I mean, he was grateful for a lot of things too.
Do you want to pick a card for Elizabeth?
Sure, I'll pick a card for Elizabeth. Any thoughts, Elizabeth, on anything you want to ask? Or shall I just choose a card?
I'm going into a transition in my life right now, so maybe it's an inspiration for how gratitude can help me navigate this.
How gratitude can help you navigate this transition. Okay. How gratitude can help Elizabeth navigate this transition. Serafina, you get Serafina. And Serafina says, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. And how does that
Lovely.
Yes. A happy change. How are your two girls, by the way?
They're doing well, thank you.
Excellent. So you have a happy change happening in or addition to your family to be grateful for.
That doesn't necessarily mean a child.
Yes, I was just wondering. I'm just
Yeah.
absorbing that and thinking, what can that mean? It feels like surprise and delight, but
Yes.
I have no idea what
Well,
it means.
don't take it as a word of caution. Take it as an element of surprise.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
We're going to gong on that.
Gong on that.
I'm gonna
That's a good gong.
I have our singing bowl from our senior class here. That's my gong bowl, so I'm going to gong on that. So you can breathe into that.
Your
Melt into it and just be okay. Not knowing, but allowing.
relax and enjoy the ride. You,
Yes.
you,
Wow.
you tend to get
Well,
you tend to get stuck up in things that you feel need to be.
When you don't
can
have
you say that again? I'm sorry.
You tend to get stuck on things that you feel are supposed to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Relax and enjoy the ride. You got
Go
some
with the flow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go with the flow,
Yeah.
right?
Go with the flow, yeah.
Go with the flow.
We don't know.
We don't know. Go with the flow.
Be
Oh,
great.
but we do know.
But we don't know. Be grateful for whatever comes through and
Enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the
Be
ride.
grateful.
Ups and downs, ins and outs. The air, the wind in your face, the river flowing by, everything. We don't know. The 3 things I learned in healing school: surrender, trust, and allow. That's what I tell
Surrender,
people.
trust, and allow. Yes.
And it's the allowing that seems to be.
So can we count on you, Elizabeth, to call in next week?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I hope so. But I wanted to certainly call in today and wish you
Great.
the best of luck being on the air.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm so happy to have you call in, Elizabeth. And if you know anybody else, maybe from school or from anywhere else that would like to be on the show and contribute in whatever way, we're going to continue to talk about subjects that are new life or new earth, new concepts or healing concepts, bringing
New understandings.
the consciousness of the shift of the consciousness out into the public. So that's the goal. So, so thanks for calling in and bringing all that memory from your knowing our friendship and Pete Seeger and our connection. We were students together at the Barbara Brennan School of Healing. So I'm very grateful for all that friendship that we have. That is heartfelt. I really feel my heart connected to you, Elizabeth. So thanks a lot for calling in.
Thanks, Janie. I'm grateful for you, too. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh, thank you, Elizabeth. That was fun talking with you.
I never know if I do this right. I guess I
guess
did.
everything's just kind of a time delay.
Yes,
We're
it
learning
is.
as we're
Yes.
going. This is all a learning
It's
process.
all a learning lab, isn't it wonderful?
Life is,
It is.
as you would say, life
Yes.
is.
I didn't get my manual, did you?
I'm waiting.
Well,
We're
I'm not
going
waiting.
on that one too.
but
I'm waiting for my
I'm not
human
waiting.
manual.
No, but I didn't get my manual if I'm supposed to have one.
There is no manual for life, is there? There's no manual for how to talk on the air either, is there?
No,
Maybe
no.
there is. Maybe there is a manual for that. But
I did discover, through the graciousness of all these wonderful people that I know, including yourself, when you were grateful, things seem to get a lot lighter.
Did you hear that?
Things seem to get a lot lighter, and they seem to get
When
a lot.
You're grateful,
I don't know. Stuff is like
right?
I'm grateful. I'm not angst
And
about
you know
that.
why? You know why that happens? Because gratitude has an energy that is higher than, say, fear or frustration or what's that
Attitude of gratitude.
Attitude of gratitude. It's got a higher vibration, so it keeps us up. It keeps us happy. It keeps us enjoying life. It keeps our heart open.
Can you imagine those trillions and trillions of cells going, gratitude, blah, and they start climbing up your
Absolutely.
body?
In fact, I brought
doing
some
it.
of Joe Vitale's information here on gratitude, and he talks
Great.
about the fact that if you have an attitude of gratitude, it could be changing the physiology in your body. It probably is, just like the endorphins start running through your body and make you feel happier. That's your own chemistry helping you to be happy, keeping
Sounds
you
wonderful.
up. And so gratitude, his theory is gratitude is doing something similar. It's keying in on some physiological chemistry within our body to help us be up. So why not start the day saying everything that you're grateful for before you even get out of bed or sit on the side of the bed or I'm lucky that my bed looks out a skylight so I can look out at the weather. Hopefully it's sunny. Sometimes it's snowy. Sometimes it's rainy. But I can look out and say everything I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I can do that. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for the bed that's comfortable that I can sleep in. I mean, there's infinite things you can be grateful for. And all of that, while you're doing that, It's putting all is flooding your system with all those good feelings and whatever that chemistry is.
Sets a tone.
Sets a tone.
Sets a tone for your toning, for your body.
Oh.
Ooh, hum. Wait. Hum.
Oh.
Should I have a pitch?
Oh, where's your pitchfork?
It's-
She's got a pitch pipe.
Pitchfork.
She forgot it.
A
That's a good
pitchfork.
thing.
That's for haying.
Pitchfork.
Well, that's okay. We can toss the hay
Pitch pipe,
somewhere. and-
pitchfork. Yeah.
Right.
It's gong on that
exactly.
one too. That brings me down. Because this is a
So if you-
singing bowl that's tuned to the heart. So when I gong that, it's kind of we're way up here. It kind of brings us into our heart. Or if we're way
Well,
down
that's
here, it brings
that's
us
a
up to our
very
heart.
important understanding to be grateful for, because you can you can not live without your heart. And as you well know, your heart is thousands of times more powerful than your brain.
Thousands of times. Your heart, this
Right,
thing here,
right.
is thousands
Thousands
of
times more powerful than your brain.
more powerful than this thing up here.
Yeah.
This
And that's
brain.
why we're always looking for good stuff to happen that's going to make our hearts uplift and make our hearts feel safe and happy. And, well, there's really no safety is a perception of your being comfortable in your skin. And people who are grateful and they're really comfortable in their skin, you don't have to be concerned about safety.
because
Because
you're grateful.
your body is saying, we love this. We love what's
love-
going on. We just
Yeah.
this is good stuff. And nobody can mess with that. They can't. But when you're
Nobody can, really.
when fear sets
That's
in,
true. Yeah.
it causes holes in that go, okay, we can get in here and we can get in there and we can irritate them here and we can do what here and trip them up here. Trip them up. Oh, that's a good one.
Trip them up.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's going to
Equilibrium. Well, I don't know, but
Our thoughts.
happens.
Our thoughts can trip us up
Yes.
all the time.
The
That's
thinker
the big
thunker.
piece right there. The thinker thunker.
The
As
thinker
Dawn
thunker.
would say, that's her word, thinker thunker. Your thoughts can trip
The
you
thinker
up
thunker.
more than anything. Your internal judge, the one that's always 60 to 80,000 times a day thinking thoughts in your brain, you can change all those just by being grateful or say, or what if you do this? And say,
Right,
"I love you."
deciding,
Just say something
deciding
positive.
to think something else. You don't have to. When
Right.
stuff comes into your awareness,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to keep thinking about it.
No.
Oh yes, I do, because no, you don't. Try
Well,
it.
It's a habit. It's
But-
a habit we've
Oh,
created.
a habit. One of
Or-
those habits. Habitats.
Hobbit habits.
Habitat?
Habit, hobbit.
Yes.
It's a habit of thinking things that we're addicted to that don't make
The
us feel good.
beliefs that get stuck in our belief system that we think we need to, supposed to have to, should carry around.
That's correct, that we don't have to carry around at all. We can make a
No,
different
that's right.
choice.
Because
we can choose because we want to be happy.
you didn't get a manual,
Because we didn't get a manual.
and I didn't either. Which
No
means
manual.
I can
Do
think
what you want.
whatever I want.
There's no rules to life except to
And-
be happy and loving. Well,
Gratefulness
there's no manual to life, I should say.
allows your energy to help you to feel comfortable with what you're doing in your skin.
That's right.
And when you have fear
Great
of any kind,
gratitude.
any kind of regret, any kind of resentment, any kind of stuff that you feel you're supposed to think for whatever reason, you're not comfortable in your skin. And that's the difference between the thinking thought that's happening at any time. So if you're thinking something that's causing a thought, thinker, thunker problem,
What? You kind
You
of lost
can-
my thinker thunker.
you can take your thinker thunker and tell it to let your heart be in control
Oh.
and relax
Say that again.
and let your heart
You can
be
tell
in
your
control.
thinker thunker to let your heart be
Your
in
heart's
control.
in control. Let the heart just
Oh,
be.
I
and
can
just
do
relax.
that. I can make that choice.
Just relax. You can do that.
And when I do that, I can have gratitude.
You can just relax
For
and
that
enjoy the
choice.
ride. That's right.
I can be grateful that I can make a choice.
That's right.
I can be grateful that there is no manual.
That's right. God, there's so many wonderful things happening.
So many wonderful things to be grateful for.
Yes.
Grateful
And
for.
every page in the manual that we do not get creates a new butterfly, a new color in the butterfly, because the transformation of just plain turning the page, of thinking other than what is causing a less than what you wish to feel.
That
is-
gets complicated.
It does, I know.
Kind of turn it around, turn it around.
Well, Yeah.
She can't remember what she said, so she's not
Well,
going to say it again.
you know me that I can think a thought of a thinker thunker,
And it doesn't come back,
problem,
so
and
if
it
you didn't
doesn't
get
come
it the
back
first
because it's
time,
come and
it's
it's gone. So there is a tape. So if you ever want to hear you have show times
Showtime?
for this show, the wonderful
Oh,
show.
yes, I do. If you'd like to watch the show again during the week, it will be playing again Monday night at 5 p.m., Tuesday at 10 a.m., Thursday now.
Live. Live. You
Saturday
can call in.
at 10 a.m. So, yes, Thursday's the only day you can call in. But if you'd like to watch the show again or pass it on to a friend that would like
Yes.
to see it some other time,
You can
it
do
is
that
showing
all week.
Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
and Monday at 5 and Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Nice.
So, yes, gratitude, the power. What is the power of gratitude? Gratitude is the vibration of gratitude is very high.
It's like watching your molecules dance instead of watching them sink in quicksand.
Ooh, how do I watch my molecules?
Oh. Just think about what is happening with everything that you're doing and look beyond the physical aspect of the outer edge of your hands or your arms or even what you're looking at in your eyes. Close your eyes and think about what is transpiring to create this physical makeup in you, and whether it is dancing, whether it is creating some kind of a beat that you're excited about creating more of or enlarging of or expanding on, or if it's creating a thinking thunker thought. And if it's creating a thinker thunker thought,
Is that a bad thought?
well, there's no good or bad.
Okay.
It's either a thinking thunker thought
Or a
that's
thunker thinker
the
thought.
thinker thunker sinking thunker thinker. Careful.
Careful. You got carried away there.
Or it's a dancing thought.
Why
and-
don't you pull a
Oh,
card?
pull a card, me? Ooh, this is
Well, yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you grateful for?
What am I grateful for?
What is
I
what's the
am
power of your
grateful.
gratitude?
I am incredibly, immensely grateful for being alive. And being who I am, and all of the wonderful things that come with that.
Especially this fluffy stuff. She loves these
I know,
animal
I love
things.
fluffy stuff. This was, by the way, a gift from someone. Oop. Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Rochelle, as we honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now.
Aha.
Aha, Rochelle.
Rochelle.
So,
Following the guidance of your heart.
yes,
That's what we were just talking about. And that's
Yes.
basically what gratitude is, following the guidance of your heart, of being heart connected. Gratitude vibrates very similarly to the vibration of our heart. And as I've said before on this show, even though it has never been live before, I have done the show, which was recorded, the 30-minute version. What was I just going to say? Oh, the vibration. We all have organs. All of our organs vibrate at their own rate. They all have a different vibration. And so the vibration of the heart is strong, pretty strong. Pretty
very
high.
strong.
Strongest of anything else in the body.
Yes, it is.
And actually, the heart does communicate with every other
Yes.
part of your body through many different
Well, think about it.
ways.
You can go to a gathering, so to say, and know as soon as you walk into that gathering that you are ecstatic to be there, and you want to speak to this person, you want to get to know this person, you want to hear what that person has to say, or you've been dragged there and you didn't want to be there to begin with. You know that because of your heart.
And,
It's
but
a feeling,
sometimes you
it's
can
an
get there and
understanding.
you can get a different feeling than being
That's
dragged
true.
there. I mean,
That's
they
true.
can be kind of
Because everything can change in a second of time. I say a second of time, but time is irrelevant.
True.
Because time is only a snapshot of what just happened. It's not a setting up of time. It's not a determining of anything because you really can't. You can only have a snapshot of what is happening right now. That's time, which creates your past.
But that's an illusion too.
It is
But true. Aha.
a true illusion. There's something wonderfully dancing about that.
So do you have any stories about the power of gratitude in your life? Something you've been grateful for that has given you power or been a powerful experience? And if anyone out there has one that you want to call in about, feel free
Yes,
to
please
call
call
in.
in 603-413-0223. I have been very, very, very grateful to have the insight that I discovered I have. And although I've known it all my life, I've come to train it, so to say.
And what is it?
My insight, my psyche. It's been a gift, as well as at times I think it's really a curse, but it's not a curse.
You mean
it's
your
very
intuition?
much, yeah, very much a gift.
And tell me about
Yeah.
the power of that.
Well, it has helped me to understand the truth of myself. And in understanding the truth of yourself, you are able to be comfortable in your skin and comfortable in your presence, in your being, in whatever's happening to you, whether you're happy with the job that you're experiencing at this particular time in your life is part of it, but it's irrelevant. It's, are you happy with yourself? Are you okay with yourself? Or are you so anxious with yourself that everything around you, or many of the things around you are nothing but a problem? The child that I just had is pulling things off the bookshelf, and it's a problem, and they always want something to eat, and they're always peeing their pants or peeing on the floor or whatever, and it's a big problem. Is it really?
Is it really?
Is it really? What is real is, how do you feel about it at any given time? Are you grateful about it? Or are you anxious about it and feel like it's out of control to you?
So how could you do that differently with all those scenario of that child doing all those things?
You have that snapshot of what's happening right now. Take that snapshot, and that has happened. That is what has happened right then and there, and go around this side of the camera with yourself, with your body, with your energy, and look at it from this angle. And what you're going to see when you look at, say, a little infant that's 9 months old that's learning how to crawl and pulling the bookshelf down, it's like, wow, I got to take you to the doctors and make sure everything's okay and all that stuff, and pile the 7 children in the car to boot, is a gift, because you've got that wonderful, wonderful experience of not only learning to secure the bookshelf, but the child learning and knowing that no matter what, it's going to have help. Because it's going to feel that help. Everybody's going to come running. The kid's screaming, and whatever is happening, and it's just an incredible ripple of energy that transpires from being grateful for what you're seeing, or what you're experiencing, or what you have experienced. You don't have to necessarily be grateful at the exact time that it happens, because there's a lot of icky things that happen out there. But when you step back at it and look at it from another angle, look down on it, look up at it, look on the side,
So when things like that happen to me, I tend to really get down on myself.
Yes.
That I reacted in a way that I wish I hadn't.
I know. Well, I'm supposed to why do I do this? Because I'm supposed to react this way.
So
No.
what are you saying, that when I can go back and replay it in my mind and
look at it from a different angle?
Look at it from a different angle, and therefore
it will give you
have
a
gratitude
new,
for
when
everything that
you
happened.
look
It's
at
a learning
things
experience.
from when you look at things differently, the things you look at change.
When you
look at things differently from a different
differently,
perspective,
the things you
the
look
things
at
you look at change. This was a worm.
That's true.
This is
And it
now a
changed.
butterfly that's on my wall. It's not even, it's like alive.
So what you're saying
it's
is-
not even flat. Wait, this is not even alive flying, but it's alive, because the gift that this happened when this was given to me
Yeah, your granddaughter gave
is
that to
alive.
you.
No, my sister
Oh, your sister. I'm sorry.
gave
your
this
sister.
to me.
Right.
But the connection of that whole happening, even the metaphor of the caterpillar and the turning of the butterfly and the whole thing, the eating the plant that was like, oh, I'm being eaten, but it really wasn't, because it came out and it's flying now. It's literally flying
Everything
around the
changes.
earth. Everything changes.
Everything changes.
Yes.
We're always changing.
It's a matter of perception.
Perception that you perceive.
The perception of a perception you choose to perceive.
Right.
When you look at
So
things
the power.
differently.
I'm trying to get at the power of
Yes.
gratitude.
Yes.
The power of it.
Yes. You'll feel it when you're grateful.
Yeah. What
When
does it feel like?
something-
What is the power about that?
It feels like a dance. Your cells start to dance. And you say, oh, yeah, I'm thankful for that. Yeah, I get that. I'm
So if we
grateful.
go back to the little child that pulled down the bookcase.
Yes.
What is the power? Where do you find the power of gratitude? The power of gratitude in that scenario.
The power of gratitude in that scenario was, number one, that the child experienced that experience, but was still with the family on the other side of that experience.
Still
and that
there.
the child is still here physically.
That everything's okay.
and that everything was okay, and it was just a learning something. You got to shore up the bookcase from one end so it tips back on the shelf, and don't just assume that, that everything is
so
safe.
you're
But
finding
it's all a
gratitude
learning
in the safety
experience.
of whatever happened. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that you can give the kid an ice cream when something like that. My daughter, she's so cute. My youngest daughter, who's now 31, when she was really young, she broke her arm twice in 1 year.
Wow. Like me, I did
A
that.
different arm.
in
One,
one year.
and then 9 months later, the other arm.
Wow.
And I took her to see the doctor the second time, and he put a cast on her, and she did the whole thing. I saw on the way back. Now, she's only a year and a half old. Her
Wow.
sister is only 2 years old. And I said, okay, let's get an ice cream on the way home because I'm exhausted and I just need to calm you guys down. We've had a 3-hour experience to the doctor's office. And the man hands her an ice cream cone, and she goes to take it, and then she went bang, bang with her cast and pulled her cast off and took the ice cream with that broken hand. I mean, she was just wanted the ice cream. The hand didn't really matter to her. She was fine with it. And I was like, okay, we got to go back to the doctors and get another cast. But we got a great ice cream cone we can watch melt all over the floor in the meantime. It was wonderful.
I'm
It really
sure
was. It was a wonderful experience. My other daughter was like, we have to go back. Oh, no. But it was okay.
So you can be grateful for everything. And
Everything. Everything.
Mm.
When you
Well,
run
thank
out
you
of
for that
gas,
story.
when your car breaks down. Okay, in this world,
Well, you know
have
what-
you,
you know
ever
what
been
happens?
alone?
Yes, when things like that happen and you do have gratitude, it's amazing how Providence moves to help you.
I know. People
I have
stop
found
and
that.
say, do you need some help? Do
Yes.
you have a phone?
Right.
Can I call anyone for you?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, another thing that happens, just a small little thing that happens when I I have a Jeep and I just got another Jeep, but sometimes when I shut it off, the key
I
the key
know.
gets
It's
stuck
so
and it won't come out, and I've got to turn it back on again and turn it back off. When I get angry about
I
it, it only
know.
makes it
I
worse.
know.
But when I have, I'm grateful for this new Jeep, or
Yeah.
I do this. I love you, Jeep. I
Mm-hmm.
love you, and I have a gratitude toward it. And I breathe and I calm down. And I say, okay, it just comes
Pops
right out.
right out. Yeah.
It's amazing. It is. So that's the power of gratitude. If you can shift in the moment when you have that anger, or you have some kind of a angst going on, or
Let's do a card for your Jeep.
something's not working right.
Want to do a card
Something's
for your
not
Jeep?
working right. Breathe and love it.
Look at it.
I
Another
love you.
angle.
Change it. Yes. Be grateful that it got you where you go,
Look
wherever
like-
you are.
Make believe you're a camera lens, and if you're looking at something just like this, all of a sudden, tell your energy to look at it like this.
Over here.
Over here.
oh, yeah, look
up
at-
here, down here. Underneath the butterfly.
Underneath the
okay,
butterfly.
so you want to pick a card?
Pick
for
a
you-
card
for Jeep?
for
for
my Jeep. My new old Jeep.
Yes, your new old Jeep.
I'm addicted to Jeeps.
I
She
know
doesn't
you-
like Jeeps.
Well,
My last Jeep
I
had a
wouldn't
fire.
say
I was trying to be grateful for that
well,
fire.
let's not get into the fire story. You want to talk about being grateful?
I had to be
I
grateful.
am very grateful for towels.
Because she had to go out. It was at her house, and she had to go out in the middle of the night with no clothes
I
on but a
know.
towel around
I
her.
know, I did.
And hose off my Jeep.
I did. I heard she
Luckily, it was in June. It wasn't
was
cold.
banging on the door and screaming and yelling at me to come outside, and I was like, "What the heck?"
But we had to find
And I
gratitude there
grabbed- thank
somewhere,
God.
didn't we?
It was wonderful.
It
You know
was.
why?
We got to meet the firemen.
We did. In a towel.
In a towel. So there's gratitude everywhere. So you have to lighten up.
And they thought it was funny.
But thought it was funny. They said, next time let it burn.
I know.
A lot of good
Ooh,
help
don't say
there.
that. That's-
Whoops.
They
oops.
shouldn't be saying that.
Oh, I know.
So anyway, we didn't.
We didn't say what town it was.
Right. That's right.
So
was fun.
I'm going to pull the card.
Now, wasn't it fun? How many people have we made laugh with that story?
I don't know.
Think about it.
I've been laughing a lot about it.
We
Got me
probably
to buy a
made
new car.
we probably made at least 2 dozen people laugh with that story.
Probably. The fact that she
Because of
runs out
your
there
Jeep.
with just her towel
Because
around her
because your Jeep caught on fire,
on fire.
at my house,
at your house.
and I was trying to keep the fire from spreading to the house.
Right, because I backed up really close to her house because we'd gone to a show that day and we'd unloaded everything and it was raining, so I had to back close to her garage with a,
Oh,
with
but
a
the
thing over
perception!
it.
Look at the perception. We could
If
have
it was,
really
if
been
it was out
asked.
in the road, which is where it normally would have been
Right.
parked, then we might have let it go.
The hose wouldn't have
The
reached.
hose wouldn't
I know.
have
I grabbed
reached.
the hose and turned the hose on. I was like,
Well,
okay,
you look
one
at
hand.
Providence, everything put us in the right place at the right time to have the experience
It was
we
great.
did. So we're grateful for that experience. Because see how much
I
fun
know,
we're
it was
having with it
fun.
now?
I know.
We both lived.
Everybody
Everything was
laughs.
fine. It is. So it's really a good thing.
Are you Jeep
See,
picking?
Jeep picking as opposed to what else picking?
Okay.
Okay. Francesca again.
Francesca again. Oh, GP and Janie are.
Did I get Francesca
one
the
each.
first time?
Yes.
Can you believe it? The same card twice.
Yeah. There's how many cards in that deck?
I don't know.
Quite a few.
44, 22, 88.
58?
Hike.
So,
What do you desire right now, GP, my Jeep? Visualize it and it will come about.
yeah.
Negativity will block your progress.
Mm-hmm.
I know all these things, and so that's why I wanted to be grateful today, so that it will enhance my gratitude toward everything that's going on in my life, so that I can release the negativity and only have gratitude, and life will get better. It can only get better, better
Yes.
and better and
That's
better.
right. That's right.
Every
life
day-
is. Life is.
That's right. And every day in
How do
every
you wanna
way,
ride?
I get better and better. That's a nice self-hypnosis tool. Every day in every way, I get better and better. Oh, I've got to put that out there. Francesca. Francesca.
So you have some stuff to tell people?
I don't know.
Some
Well, I
wonderful
brought my,
things
my
from.
stuff about Pete Seeger.
Uh-huh.
I brought some more stuff about my Dr. Joe Vitale
Dr. Joe
information
Vitale.
about gratitude. And, well, we already kind of talked about that, getting up in the morning and being grateful for having an
Why
attitude
is that
of
so
gratitude.
important to do it in the morning?
Good question, Dawn. Why is it so important to do it in the morning? You start your day off on the right foot. If you don't do it in the morning, you might get out of bed and stub your toe, or fall out of bed. That wouldn't start off.
I
on
sleep
too
on
good.
an air mattress,
and then
and
that'll
there
take
are
you
times
down for the rest of the day. You'll be down. You'll be sputtering and frustrated. And how come I got up like this? And you know how that does it. That kind of rolls out throughout
Ripples,
your day.
right.
So if you start your day with an attitude of gratitude, it fills you up with all those wonderful chemicals that you're creating in your body by being grateful, by being high, by being up. And if you start your day off like that every single day, but the key is you don't just say the words rotely, like now I lay me down to sleep. I used to say that prayer every morning before I when I went to bed at night. I didn't even know. It was like sounds.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what the words meant until I was much older. So you don't just say the words. You feel the gratitude. You've got to feel it in your heart. That's why the heart connection is so important. You need to feel what you're grateful for. I'm so grateful for this soft bed to sleep in. I'm so grateful for this roof over my head. I'm so grateful for this car that I drive. You've got to feel it. And if you start your day off every single day feeling your gratitude for life, feeling grateful for whatever it is, for your toothbrush, then it's amazing. It's amazing how that can kick your day off in the right way.
It collects more.
It does. And the same thing happens at night. You go to bed at night, you lay in bed. What were you grateful for this day? What happened today that you can say I'm grateful for? Even if it wasn't like we said, even if it was, Jeep catching on fire, whatever it is, because it always leads to something better if you desire that, and it always does lead to something better. It does lead to something better, no matter what the catastrophe. I have some friends that unfortunately just lost their house last week with a fire, but they are finding the silver lining in that. They're finding there's always something good comes of what so-called tragedy. No one got hurt. It was just personal belongings that got lost, and that is a true.
Think of all the dusting they saved. They don't have to dust.
Well, they were
anything.
saying they've been wanting to clean the house out for a long time and just had never gotten to it, and now they don't have to worry about
That's
that
right.
anymore. That's been a big, how that worry kind of weights you down. And it's amazing how that turns things into the right direction for you. Even though it sounds like a tragedy, it is a tragedy, but no one got hurt. No one got hurt. And so, yes, start your day off with being grateful, but feeling the gratitude, and during the day, if something happens, you just, I don't know, what could happen. Oh, I know what happened today. The first time I got to use my Easy Pass, I was so grateful to drive straight through and not have to pull over and pay it all at the toll booth. So grateful. But I felt
know,
it.
it was fun.
I'm so grateful. Yahoo!
Do I keep going? Yes.
Do I
just
keep going? How fast do I go?
Keep going.
As fast as you want. No, speed limit.
Drive.
She said, yes, keep going. So that was fun. Attitude of gratitude. So anything that happens throughout, no matter how little it is, you know?
I think that was a comment. The spirits have commented with a little
Yes,
bloop.
with little blub
Great,
blub
okay.
from.
Do you have,
I don't have anything else.
Oh,
You got
okay.
a couple more minutes.
Well,
But anyway, I want to say thank you to Flo for being our first caller. And Elizabeth Barrett, I love you. Thank you for calling in. It was so nice to hear from you. And I'll have to get the word out on the BBSH Healers Connect and all those things. I'm not really connected with those. But that would be fun to hear from more of my friends like you, Elizabeth. I'm so grateful that you called in. And yeah, Pete Seeger, I'm so sad that he has passed, but he has left a wonderful legacy for us all. So on that bloop, that something over here with water was kind of bubbling up.
Yes.
Water is bringing spirits into our midst. So we have 2 minutes left.
So we are very grateful because we have other things going on as well. What is coming up? You have some
I have
things
some
coming
other
up?
people coming in on the show, some other guests coming in. Let's see, February 20 something, I can't remember, Tanji Sampson. She does singing bowls. She has a healing modality with singing bowls. She's going to be bringing her singing bowls here live in our studio here. So that's the third Thursday in February, and then the last Thursday in February we have Carissa Dorman. She is a psychic, a reader, and she's coming in. And I haven't been able to get a hold of her yet to let her know that she's going to be live, because she didn't know she was going to be live when she signed up. And then in March, Lucia Reed and Mike Reed will be here. Lucia is another psychic medium that she studied at the Arthur Findlay School in England. She's going to be coming on in March. And let's see,
Wrap it up.
Catherine Samuelson, she'll be on. So that's the end of our show today. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for being with us. Your heart knows the way, and follow your heart, and everything will be okay. So until next week, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
We are grateful you're watching.
Grateful.